and greetings, people of the internet. So today we're going to be doing the Shawshank Redemption. I'm really excited. This is kind of going to be the kickoff starter to my new, what I'd like to call the IMDb series, where basically I'm going to be going through IMDb's top 250 films and reacting to all the ones that I've never seen before. And to start with, we're going to go with we're going to go straight into number one. In case you don't know, this is the Shawshank Redemption, IMDb's highest rated film in all of its platform. Now, why IMDb? It's mostly because when it comes to my own personal preference of finding films and my own opinions on films, I found that out of most of the critical websites that have like critique and people's reviews of films, I tend to prefer IMDb's opinions mostly, whereas a website like a Rotten Tomatoes or the other ones that are out there, usually they're good. I mean, of course they're credible, but I just find sometimes they can, in my personal opinions, I can differ a lot within what they praise or what they bring down. Whereas IMDb is a lot more kind of universally friendly, and I think it goes down to the fact that regular people do the majority of its ratings. So you have films like The Dark Knight in its top 20. You have films like The Lord of the Rings that are within the top 20 of IMDb's 250 list. It's not to say it's an end-all be-all, but it is a list that I do like going to whenever I look for movie recommendations. So I thought, why not? Let's dedicate the majority of this next year of me finding films to seeing some of the best. And in case you don't know me, my name is Clarice. Hi. And I'm an actress, so part of what I do is analyze and watch films from yesterday and from today, and just really take a time to dissect and talk about what it is that makes these films so great, so impactful, and what it is that we can learn moving forward in terms of modern day filmmaking. So The Shawshank Redemption is definitely one of those. I know it's an absolutely great film. I've seen its influence in pop culture, in most of media, but I've never gotten down to sit down and actually watch it. So we're going to be doing that today. I'm really excited, and because if there's one thing I know about this movie, it's that I am probably going to cry. I've got my tea, and over here, I got cookies, because I'm probably gonna need it. So if any of that sounds of interest to you, you can consider subscribing. Leave this video a like, because that helps with the engagement and letting me know to keep making more videos. So without further ado, let's get into it. Morgan Freeman, Tim Robbins, Shawshank Redemption. All right, I'm ready to feel the feels. Okay, that's him. That's Tim Robbins. We got some diegetic music. Ooh. What you gonna do, bud? Oh, no, don't mix the two. It's no bueno.
Confrontation you had with your wife the night that she was murdered.
Yep, so they probably think you murdered your wife. You probably didn't.
Mostly I wanted to scare them.
When they arrived, you went up to the house and murdered them.
Oh, no.
No, I was sobering up. I got back in the car and I drove home to sleep it off.
It is very convenient.
Since I am innocent of this crime, sir, I find it decidedly inconvenient that the gun was never found.
By the power vested in me by the state of Maine, I
Did
hereby
you
order
do
you to
it?
serve 2 life sentences back to back. One for each of your victims. So be it.
Dang. This is God, guys! The voice of God. Sometimes when I pray, I hear Morgan Freeman's voice.
You served 20 years of a life sentence?
Damn.
Yes, sir.
You feel you've been rehabilitated?
Oh, yes, sir. Absolutely, sir.
I think 20 years will do that to a man. Damn.
There must be a con like me in every prison in America. I'm the guy who can get it for you. Cigarettes, a bag of... So when Andy Dufresne came to me in 1949 and asked me to smuggle Rita Hayworth into the prison for him, I told him, no problem.
I was wondering about that because it seems that that's the book that this movie was filmed off of. I know it's the Stephen King novel, but I'm just wondering how Rita Hayworth ties into it. Funny enough, though, Red reminds me of Chris Rock's character in The Longest Yard, which, say whatever you want, I love that movie. It is one of my favorite comedies. I think that movie's hilarious. Also, I know it's a remake. I think it's funny.
Andy came to Shawshank for murdering his wife and the fella she was banging. On the outside, he'd been vice president of a large Portland bank.
Is it weird? I just really like the cars and the kind of vintage fashion that I've seen so far. Gosh, there's something about just me being excited to see all of the Roger Deakins cinematography. If you don't know who he is, you have seen one of his movies, I guarantee you. Just go look him up. Just go look him up. You'll thank me later.
Any questions? When do we eat?
Really? Dang, he just wanted to know when he was getting food.
Welcome to Shawshank.
Here we go. Yep, all the naked bodies. All the prisoners getting hosed.
The first night's the toughest. Somebody always breaks down crying.
Yeah.
The only question is, who's it gonna be?
God, I don't belong here. We have a winner. I want to go home.
And it's fat.
Made bets on it. Oh my gosh.
What the crisis is happy horse shit. I'm not even gonna count to one. You will shut the fuck up or I'll sing you a lullaby.
Please, it's been a mistake. You don't understand. I'm not supposed to be here.
Open that cell.
No.
His first night in the joint, Andy Dufresne cost me 2 packs of cigarettes. He never made a sound.
What is that? What's in that? Oh.
Are you going to eat that?
Hadn't planned on it.
Do you mind?
Sure.
That's nice and ripe. Jake says thank you. Fell out of his nest over by the plate shop. I'm gonna look after him until he's big enough to fly.
That did not go where I thought.
Andy kept pretty much to himself at first. It wasn't until a month went by that he finally opened his mouth to say more than 2 words to somebody. That somebody was me.
Probably need something from you.
Wife-killing banker. Why'd you do it?
I didn't, since you asked.
You gonna fit right in. Everybody in here is innocent. Did you know that?
I understand you're a man that knows how to get things.
I'm known to locate certain things.
I wonder if you might get me a rock hammer.
What?
A rock hammer.
What is it and why?
Looks like a miniature pickaxe
Pickaxe?
for rocks.
Then I'd guess you want to escape. Tunnel under the wall, maybe. If I missed something here, it was funny.
You'll understand when you see the rock hammer.
Ooh. Tracking sequence. With these actions and transitions.
Red.
Nice.
I finally got the joke. It will take a man about 600 years to tunnel under the wall with one of these.
No! Cookie! No!
I wish I could tell you that Andy fought the good fight. Sometimes he was able to fight him off, sometimes not. That was his routine.
Damn.
This place would have got the best of him. It was outdoor detail. More than 100 men volunteered for the job. Wouldn't you know it? Me and some fellows I know were among the names called.
Let's go, Red.
I made my usual 20%, of course.
Yeah, make it 20%, Red. We respect the hustle.
Sorry to inform you, but your brother just died. Your brother died a rich man. Oil wells and shit. 35,000. That's what he left me.
Holy shit, that's great.
I gotta pay tax on the car. Repair, maintenance.
He was a banker, so he's probably got to know a way to work around it. Andy... I don't know if it's gonna go well.
Hey!
I don't know if it's gonna bode well.
Mr. Hadley, do you trust your wife?
Because if you do trust her, there's no reason you can't keep that 35,000.
There you go.
You better start making sense.
If you want to keep all that money, give it to your wife. The IRS allows a one-time only gift to your spouse.
Bullshit. Tax-free?
Tax-free. IRS can't touch 1 cent. You get the forms, I'll prepare them for you. Nearly free of charge. I'd only ask
3 beers apiece for each of my co-workers.
Use it. Use it. Use it.
What are you Jimmy staring at? Back to work!
Yo, is it gonna work? Let's go, Andy! Hell yeah!
And that's how it came to pass that on the second to last day of the job, drinking icy cold Bohemia-style beer, courtesy of the hardest screw that ever walked a turn at SHAWSHANK State Prison, we sat and drank with the sun on our shoulders and felt like free men.
Oh.
Hey.
I love the color grading of the shot.
Andy? No, thanks. Gave up drinking.
I think he did it just to feel normal again, if only for a short while. Kingman.
It's so interesting how the color palettes are being used to kind of dictate the seasons, as well as giving moods.
What are you in for?
What are you in for? I want to know more about Red.
Murder. Same as you.
Really?
Innocent.
Only guilty man in SHAWSHANK.
Oh, wow. It's that easy to pick away at it? Huh. Rita Hayworth? It's Gilda! Yep. Yes!
I understand you're a man that knows how to get things.
What do you want?
Rita Hayworth.
Huh. What does that mean? He's gonna get the items that are on the page. Use the reels. Where did you get that?
And you're gonna swallow what I give you to swallow. And when you swallow mine, you're gonna swallow Rooster's. You done broke his nose. I think you ought to have something to show for it.
Anything you put in my mouth, you're gonna lose.
Do it. Bite it. Bite it off.
You do that.
You should know that sudden serious brain injury causes the victim to bite down hard. They have to pry the victim's jaws open with a crowbar.
Yes. Use scientific facts.
You shouldn't.
Boggs didn't put anything in Andy's mouth, and neither did his friends. What they did do is beat him within an inch of his life. Andy spent a month in the infirmary.
Damn.
Where's he going?
Where are you going?
No! No!
Two things never happened again after that. The sisters never laid a finger on Andy again. And Boggs never walked again.
Damn. I am happy they got rid of him. Ooh.
Rita Hayworth herself.
He's gonna use it to cover up tunnel. Yep. I think he's gonna hide the rock hammer in the Bible.
You shall not walk in darkness, but you'll have the light of life.
John chapter 8, verse 12.
How y'all know these verses like you walk in encyclopedias? Look, I couldn't tell you which the verses those were. I know them. I just don't know where they are.
I'd hate to deprive you of this. Salvation lies within.
Norton wanted to size Andy up.
Okay. Well, I mean, he is good with numbers.
Hey, Jake, where's Brooks?
Andy, I thought I heard you out here.
I've been reassigned to you.
I know. Oh, here she is. SHAWSHANK Prison Library.
That's the warden.
Oh no. Oh wait, is he gonna recommend him for something?
Andy did tax returns.
Oh,
and
he's
asked to
doing
drive to
accounting.
SHAWSHANK.
Oh dang, let's
After that,
go!
he did them all, including the wardens. Year after that,
It
they
pays to be a
rescheduled the start of
banker.
intramural season to coincide with tax season. Yes, sir. Andy was a regular cottage industry. In fact,
Let's
he
go!
got so busy at tax time, he was allowed a staff.
Hey, let's go, Red!
Stack of 1040s.
Got me out of the wood shop a month out of the year, and that was fine by me.
Red, Andy, it's Brooks.
Brooks!
Stay back! Stay back outside!
Brooks!
He's finding out.
I'm gonna cut his fucking throat!
Hey, what? Wait a minute. What's he done to you?
Whoa, yeah, what'd he do?
Brooks, look at his neck. He's bleeding.
It's the only way they let me stay.
Come on,
this is crazy. You don't want to do this. Come on.
What?
Put it down.
Ain't you heard his parole come through?
Yeah. Because he said it's the only way he can stay. You don't want to go.
It's just institutionalized. The man's been in here 50 years, Haywood. This is all he knows. In here, he's an important man. Outside, he's nothing.
And he's just going to be a convict.
Used up con with arthritis in both hands.
Yep.
Probably couldn't get a library card if you tried.
Nope.
But I'm telling you, these walls are
He
funny.
knows.
First you hate them, then you get used to them. Enough time passes, you get so you depend on them. They send you here for life, that's exactly what they take.
And the dialogue and the screenwriting.
I can't take care of you no more, Jake. You're gone now. You're free. You're free.
Jake. I'm really nervous.
Good luck, Roxy.
Dear fellas, I can't believe how fast things move on the outside. Parole board got me into this halfway house.
They got him a job.
It's hard work, and I try to keep up. I go to the park and feed the birds. Jake might just show up and say hello, but he never does. I hope wherever he is, he's doing okay and making new friends. I don't like it here. I'm tired of being afraid all the time. I've decided not to stay.
I doubt they'll kick up any fuss. Not for an old crook like me.
You should have died in here.
So, we've got a good chunk of things to talk about. Oh, the storytelling. Now, to be completely candid, I started getting like emotional from the line because of like I said, there's a couple things that I knew from this movie. Now having the context, I put 2 and 2 together. I told you, if there was anything I knew, it was that I was gonna cry and I was gonna need cookies, and I need a fucking cookie. So. Oh man, that actually does make me feel a little better. This movie's pace is incredible. That it just feels like it's moving, but organically. Sometimes when I know certain things to expect from movies, I just kind of take part of my kind of cognitive brain and just turn it off. So turn off any sense of like trying to figure it out in that moment, just so that I can enjoy what I'm watching and just suspend my disbelief. I think I've gotten pretty good at it. I may know what happens, but I'm not going to let my knowledge of what's coming next hinder me from having a full, authentic experience. Putting 2 and 2 together, I knew that's where we were going from that line, and just the whole sequence is so good. From its voiceover, we see that if there is a meek prisoner in this place, it is definitely Brooks. He is a bit of a caretaker to defenseless things like Jake. I'm a bit more sympathetic to this kind of story just recently, having watched from TikTok of all places, but just, and there was something said in this one clip where they did an experiment discussing the lives and the childhoods of inmates in a specific prison, and how pretty much what looked like almost 100% of them experienced very, very poor childhoods with serious, severe trauma and pain and hurt, and how obviously it does not excuse. It is not to say it excuses the actions, or that having a rough past is going to absolve you from the serious consequences of making incredibly horrendous actions. However, once you're in a prison sentence, this video just kind of shared how instead of dehumanizing these people who very likely are some of the most traumatized people in the world, rehabilitation could be possible and actual help for them could really help. But instead, you know, we're quick to judge. And just watching that sequence of a man who only knows this life, who's only known this life, and who clearly has attached himself and found his identity within prison now, knowing that he's got to go back into the real world. And my God, just the sheer change of that, of knowing that he went to prison in 1900. And not specifically, I think it was something like 1905, what he said, but it's been 50 years. And if you know anything about history, so much happened in those 50 years. We had the beginning of the Industrial Revolution happening in this time. And he's coming back to a world that probably doesn't really have a place for him. And he knows that. He knows that. And knowing at the end, like his letter says, just, you know, whatever happens to me, they're not really gonna, it's not like people are gonna care. And just seeing that of just a person just being reduced down to nothing, knowing that their livelihood probably won't matter, and just that scratch on the wall, just that little carving on the wall saying, hey, you know, I was here.
What's all this?
You tell me, fuckstick, they're all addressed to you.
Take it.
Did the state get his letters?
In response to your repeated inquiries, the state has allocated the enclosed
Yes!
funds for your library project. This is $200. In addition, the library district has...
Ah. Imagine that. So many years in that prison, and you finally get to hear music again. Ah. Love that. Love that. Wow, that shot is amazing. Wow.
Andy, let me out.
I have no idea to this day what those two Italian ladies were singing about. Truth is, I don't want to know. Some things are best left unsaid, and for the briefest of moments, every last man at SHAWSHANK felt free.
Turn that off!
How long can you hold it, Andy? That's right, turn it up! He already knows.
And it was as good as his word. He wrote 2 letters a week instead of 1. In 1959, the state senate finally clued into the fact they couldn't buy him off with just a $200 check. Transformed a storage room smelling of rat turds and turpentine into the best prison library.
Dang, we're in 1963 now?
Complete with a fine selection of Hank Williams.
Damn.
Warden Norton instituted his famous Inside Out program. Bare minimum of expense is a fairly loose term. And oh my Lord, how the money rolled in. Behind every dollar earned, there was Andy.
Oh. Oh. Why do I feel like Andy's gonna learn the passcode to his safe? I mean, if he's always there, I bet you he knows the passcode to that safe.
I know you're good, Andy, but all that paper leaves a trail. It's gonna lead to somebody.
Sure it is, but not to me.
All right, who?
Randall Stevens.
Who?
The silent partner.
But who is he?
Yeah.
He's a phantom.
Ah.
He doesn't exist, except on paper.
Did I say you were good? Shit, you're a Rembrandt.
Hey.
On the outside, I was an honest man. I had to come to prison to be a crook.
Hey. New people? Yep.
Mr. Rock and Roll.
He look bad.
We liked him immediately.
Oh.
I'm backing out the door, right? I was thinking maybe trying for my high school equivalency here. You helped a couple fellows with that.
Aww.
I don't waste time on losers, Tommy.
Oh, shit.
Oh, goddamn.
Because if we do this, 100%, nothing half-assed.
So Andy took Tommy under his wing.
Why do I feel like something bad's
But
gonna
that
happen to
wasn't the
him?
only reason.
It's probably not as bad as you think. Let's see how the score comes out.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you how the goddamn score comes out.
I bet you he didn't even do that bad.
What's he in here for, anyway?
Killing his wife?
Murder.
The hell you say?
Bought his wife in bed with some golf pro. Greased them both. What?
4 years ago, Elmo Blatch said he pulled hundreds of jobs, talked all the time, too. That's the other thing. He never shut up. Places he'd been, jobs he pulled, women he fucked, even people he killed.
I got me this job one time, bussing tables at a country club, so I could case all these big, rich pricks that come in. So I pick out this guy. He wakes up, gives me shit. So I killed him. Him and this tasty bitch he was with. And that's the best part. She's fucking this prick, see, this golf pro, but she's married to some other guy. Some hotshot banker. And he's the one they pinned it on.
I have to say, that's the most amazing story I ever heard.
Fucking hell.
What amazes me most is you were taken in by it.
So he's telling the truth.
Well, let's say for the moment this Blatch does exist. You think he'd just fall to his knees and cry, yes, I did it, I confess. Oh, and by the way, add a life term to my sentence.
That wouldn't matter. With Tommy's testimony, I can get a new trial. There's a chance, isn't it?
You piece of
Shouldn't you be
shit.
so obtuse.
What did you call me?
Obtuse. Was you for laundering that money?
Solitary, a month.
What's the
Oh.
Get him out of here.
Comes my chance to get out. Don't you see that? It's my
You
life. Don't you
motherfucker.
understand?
What you got? Board of
Did he get his-
Education.
Son of a bitch mailed it.
The kid passed. C+ average.
Hey! C+! C's get degrees! Holy sh... Oh. Oh, Andy. Why am I nervous for him?
That's what the man said.
What man? What man? I'm rewinding. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. Who called him?
Warden wants to talk.
I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. No. 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 No.
This conversation just between us.
Nope. Ah, something bad's gonna happen to Tommy. He's probably gonna die. I like Tommy.
I have to know if what you told Dufresne was the truth.
Yes, sir.
Nope.
Absolutely.
Don't do it, Tommy.
Would you be willing to swear before a judge and jury?
Nope. He is playing your ass. He's playing you, and you are gonna die.
Give me that chance.
No.
That's what I thought.
No. No, no, no! Damn it!
I'm sure by now you've heard. Terrible thing. Man that young, less than a year to go, trying to escape.
Get someone else to run your scams.
Tell him, Andy.
No more protection from the guards and cast you down with the sodomites. You'll think you've been fucked by a train. Catch him adrift. Or am I being obtuse?
Man, why was that monologue so menacing? Warden sucks, but he got bars. Damn. Say, or am I being obtuse?
Tell you where I'd go. Zihuatanejo. It's in Mexico. A little place on the Pacific Ocean. That's where I want to live the rest of my life. A warm place with no memory.
Just shitty pipe dreams. I mean, Mexico is way the hell down there, and you're in here, and that's the way it is.
Yeah, right. That's the way it is. I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really. Get busy living, or get busy dying. If you ever get out of here, do me a favor. If you ever get out, find that spot. At the base of that wall, you'll find a rock that has no earthly business in a Maine hayfield. A piece of black, volcanic glass. There's something buried under it I want you to have.
What's buried under there?
You'll have to pry it up to see.
Man, the intensity in his eyes. Oh.
3 deposits tonight.
It's good having you back, Andy. Place wasn't the same without you.
Bitch.
That was the longest night of my life.
He ain't there. He ain't there. He ain't there. He ain't there.
Oh, my holy God.
What do you do to his shoes?
I want every man on this cell block quiet. Damn conspiracy!
Fuck you! Fuck you, Warden! Fuck you!
In 1966, Andy Dufresne escaped from SHAWSHANK prison. I remember thinking it would take a man 600 years to tunnel through the wall with it. Old Andy did it in less than 20.
Let's go.
Like I said, in prison, a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied. Andy decided he'd been here just about long enough.
Lickety split. Want to get home.
Ooh, tell me he stole his money. Tell me he took his money. Yes. Freaking Bible. Told ya.
I mean, seriously, how often do you really look at a man's shoes?
Ooh, that is a tight squeeze. The storm. The storm was like the best time.
Andy crawled to freedom through 500 yards of shit-smelling foulness I can't even imagine. Or maybe I just don't want to.
Oh, God.
Just shy of half a mile.
Hey.
Next morning, a man nobody ever laid eyes on before strolled into the Maine National Bank. Until that moment, he didn't exist, except on paper.
May I help you?
He had all the proper ID, driver's license, birth certificate, social security card, and the signature was a spot-on match.
I must say, I'm sorry to be losing your business.
Randall fucking Stevens! Let's go!
All told, he blew town with better than $370,000 of Warden Norton's money. Severance pay for 19
yes! Let's get it! Get his fucking ass! Bible came in handy. Bible came in handy. Hey!
For your arrest. Open up.
Don't want him to get away with it.
Dufresne, who crawled through a river of shit and came out clean on the other side. But still, the place you live in is that much more drab and empty that they're gone.
Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Please sit down. Ellis Boyd Redding served 40 years of a life sentence. You feel you've been rehabilitated?
Rehabilitated is just a bullshit word. So you go on and stamp your form, Sonny, and stop wasting my time. Because to tell you the truth, I don't give a shit.
Look at that little smile. Look at this smile.
Andy.
Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Huh. There it is. Rock that ain't got no reason to be there. Why'd you bury there, Andy?
If you're reading this, you've gotten out. And if you've come this far, maybe you're willing to come a little further. You remember the name of the town, don't you?
Say what's in there.
I could use a good man to help me get my project on wheels. I'll keep an eye out for you. And remember, Red, hope is a good thing. Maybe the best of things.
Get busy living or get busy dying. That's goddamn right. For the second time in my life, I hope to see my friend and shake his hand. I hope the Pacific is as blue as it has been in my dreams. I hope.
This is happy crying. Happy crying. Great. Awesome. Look at this face, y'all. It's a face that has been moved. Wow, what a movie. What a movie. Yeah. Oh, it was great. It was great. It was awesome. I mean, it makes sense. It's one of the highest rated, it is the highest rated film on IMDb, and I see why. With that said and done, I hope that you all have a lovely day. I hope that maybe with this, maybe you were able to smile, have a bit of glee, we shared a nice cry maybe. Be vulnerable, love the people around you, treat people with kindness, try to have empathy. And I hope that you all have a lovely day. Take care. If you liked this video, feel free to give it a like. You can consider subscribing if any of this was your cup of tea and you were entertained. And take care of yourself. Bye-bye.